real quick. John, blame Twitch. Don't blame us for the links not working. Even if we permitted you, it's not going to fucking work. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo Esports podcast. This is episode 340 for the week of June 23rd, 2024. Title of this week's episode is HCS Atlanta tickets when? Who the fuck knows? Fuck. My name is Josh, aka JK Fire. This week I'm joined by the man. Oh, goddamn. In the old school Halo Outpost Discovery, is that the hoodie?
It's the zip up, like the quarter.
Oh
quarter
my
zip.
God. This man bringing it old school. Fucking shout out Outpost Discovery Chicago. Goddamn. Will, aka I am Mr. Mayhem. Will, how are you doing on this Monday evening?
I'm doing all right. I also feel a little frazzled today. I had to go shopping because I'm in a wedding this coming weekend.
Oh, damn.
And it's kind of a shit show. I'm not going to put the person on blast, but I'm in the wedding. I'm a groomsman, but they're not doing like suits or anything. They're doing like we have to wear suits, but there's no guidelines. Like all I got was blue shirt, gray suit. So
okay,
I had to go find that and kind of guess. And my cousin Steve is also in the wedding, and he sent me what he got. So I got the same shirt and tie, but I had to get a different suit because the suit he ordered wouldn't have been here on time.
Got it. Okay.
So we're all going to be mismatching in this wedding party. And I don't know. I didn't get any like detailed info from the groom. So it's kind of just whatever at this point.
Shit.
But, you know, having to having to shop when I don't have guidelines and make that decision for like somebody's wedding day, I felt stressed.
Okay.
So I'm just feeling, I don't know, I'm home now, but I feel, you know, I'm still coming down from like, fuck, what do I do? I don't know, you know?
Yeah, and it's a week away. Less than a week away.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Rehearsal on Friday, wedding on Saturday.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, I hope it all gets figured out, and I hope
it'll be fine.
I hope it's a seamless ceremony and reception, and you get to have some fun this weekend.
Yeah. If they're not happy about the choice, I'm gonna just, hey, you didn't give me guidelines. This is what I have.
That's right. John, it's by choice, but not by choice. I even talked to my daughter today. I asked her, I'm like, should I shave today? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm probably going to shave today. So the daughter knows best. And besides, I fucking hate how it feels. I hate it. All right. Will, do you want to know what's on this week's episode of the show?
What do we got?
Just a couple things here. Where in the absolute fuck are the HCS Atlanta spectator passes? And then the HCS Open Series results as we look towards the Atlanta Qualifiers, which take place this coming weekend, as a matter of fact. So,
is this the Saturday-Sunday tournament
yes,
for the qualifiers?
Is. Yep. Yes, it is. But again, top teams, the top 6 teams will not be competing in these because they already have their pools and seeds solidified for Atlanta. So these are those teams, and shout out to Ash as always, because he made a great he has a spreadsheet that has like what teams' point totals are going into this week, like the end of this week's Open Series, because for those who don't know, week 3 of the Open Series for North America ends on Thursday. And there's Ash. Shout out Ash. So yeah, well, he has a spreadsheet of like the teams and their points going into Thursday here. And a lot of these teams are really tight in terms of points to determine like whether or not they could get a pool play spot for Atlanta. So that qualifier is going to be a big deal for them. So there are implications in this qualifier. A lot of these teams are fighting for these points right now. These points really do matter. And especially now that the first split is done, after we had that point deprecation after London. So now teams are really going to be vying for those points. And we'll just have to wait and see what happens on not only Thursday, but also this weekend. So it'll be a good time. But before we can talk about any of that, I think we should talk about the only piece of competitive news that we have. which is HCS Atlanta team passes are on sale right now. So there you go. If you're going to be fighting through the open bracket or so on and so forth, you can purchase your team pass right now. The same rule applies as they have for the past two majors, where you need to be registered as your whole team. Your entire team, you need to register at the same time in order to purchase the team pass. Okay? So please do not miss out on this opportunity if you're planning on going and competing. The tickets are available right now for team passes only. So then the question is, where the fuck are spectator passes? Typically, you know what? Chat, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong here. Will, correct me if I'm wrong here. But I swear to God, it feels like spectator passes have always gone on sale before team passes have.
Yeah, as far as I remember, sounds correct.
So I don't know what the fuck is going on. But regardless, Div replied to somebody on Twitter and stated the following. Should have more info to share early next week, but it's now technically this week. Okay? So that tweet was last week. We are a weekly show. The new week started yesterday because it was Sunday. You following me? So there should be more info to share this week. I don't know when the fuck that is, but, you know, he
hopefully
said,
within the next couple days, man.
Right? Fuck. He says, appreciate the patience. Shouldn't be too much longer.
Yeah, and I believe they usually put spectator tickets on sale first because they want to avoid people buying team passes to get to the event.
Sure.
Just to spectate and not show up to play.
I agree with you. I also think it's that. I'm not going to lie. That signing up for the pre-sale thing, which really didn't feel like signing up for a pre-sale or anything like that. It felt like the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. I'm curious if that's the hang up on getting these out, because it's an extra step they have to do. Because if you signed up, I feel like they have to take action on following through.
You would hope so.
Yeah, maybe the pre-sale people will be emailed first. Then a couple days later, the tickets will come out for the public.
Yeah. And then,
the pre-sale thing was so weird.
It was. And just to give people a little insight as to what that pre-sale thing is or was, again, I don't know if the forum is still available right now, but FaZe put out a Google form to fill out where you were not purchasing pre-sale tickets. Like, you were not purchasing pre-sale tickets. You were not signing up for like a code or anything like that. It was literally, you enter in your information and then you select how many tickets you would like to get or how many you would be interested in. And that was it. That's it. Like, what are we doing? It's worthless. It's fucking worthless. So I don't know what they're working on, but hopefully these tickets go on sale soon. Jesus fucking Christ. But if you wanted to get a team pass, at the very fucking least, those are available right now. And again, for those that stumble upon this or are avid listeners, whatever it may be, if you're planning on going, the same rules apply as London. The same rules apply as Arlington. You need to sign up and register as your entire team to purchase the team pass. Okay, so do not forget that step. And you'll register and purchase over at start.gg. Link is included in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. I would say exclamation point show notes in the chat, but of course I fucking remembered that I forgot about this. So give me 1 second and I will get that link updated shortly. But that is it for the competitive news. Which means, Will, it's time for Rostermania!
All right. A couple pieces of Rostermania this week. First one is coming from Alpha Esports. They have released Noble and in replace signed Magico. So this seems to be the usual switch. When Noble leaves, Magico steps in. And here we are yet again.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
They have their staple. They have their staple members that they just it feels like they rotated it out. Like, oh, tapping buttons is gone. All right, let's get Noble in there. Oh, Noble's gone. Let's get Magico in there. It's fucking Jesus Christ.
Oh, and then got some information on Complexity. Finally, they have signed Rain and Breaking Shot for their 2 open spots they've had.
Yes.
So squad is set, and we'll see what they can do in the upcoming tournaments.
Yes, indeed. The squad is officially set at this point.
They're shet.
They're shet. They're all shet.
And that's all we have for Rostermania this week.
Awesome. Thank you very much for going through those.
Yeah, Riz agreed. Glad to see Breaking Shot get a chance on a partner org as well.
That's right. We'll just have to see what they're able to do. Again, shut up, John. Obviously I don't put a lot of stock in online events. This is practice for them. I mean, Ash has even tweeted out as well. Like they're a week old team at this point. Like it's good to get those reps in. So obviously it's good for those types of situations. But yeah, it all comes down to what they're going to do in Atlanta. They'll have a little bit more time under their belt. They'll have basically a full month at that point by the time London rolls around. I mean, not London, but by the time Atlanta rolls around, they'll have basically about a full month of work together. And yeah, I know we're not doing predictions right now. I don't have like super high hopes for them as it is right now. But I'm curious to see how their practices go, and we'll see what happens towards the end of July.
Oh, yeah. Ashley makes a good point. What about Passion United? They have signed. Is it Bejesus officially?
Yep. And?
I believe. Well, did the other member commit? I didn't see the second one.
The tweet literally went out like just a little bit ago.
Well,
56 minutes ago.
I was shopping 56 minutes ago.
Bigabaloo!
Bigabaloo is officially in. Okay.
Yes, he is.
There it is.
Yes, he is. So yeah, wish the P United guys the best in the qualifier coming up this weekend. Big shit happening.
Yeah, I mean, they got top 20 in London.
Yep.
So we'll see. I'm assuming more teams will be at Atlanta than we're at London. We'll see how they stack up against the competition.
Correct.
But they have some points under their belt now, which is awesome. And hopefully they can make a run again.
Absolutely. We'll be cheering them on, as everybody else should as well. John, we're in talks right now. They signed up for Atlanta, but need to get the roster filled on Start GG. Well, they should probably fucking do that. Everybody fucking get at PD right now.
Yeah.
Get at fucking PD right now, because I literally went on a fucking rant about how you need to be signed up as your full roster and everything registered at the same time. And if that motherfucker doesn't listen to what we're talking about for the past 3 fucking events.
Oh, man.
Beth with the 50-month resub. 5-0. Holy shit. That is the longest, right? I think Beth is one of our first.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. 50 fucking months. Holy shit. That, I mean, Beth, you get like the sound bite. You get this. That's what you get. Yeah, I'll throw in a Unisheck for you.
Unisheck.
There you go. Enjoy that. You know what? You get a little mind freak.
I wonder what my buttons would come.
And he's not here right now, but we'll give you a little. There you go. And of course, there it is. Oh my God. And Beth, thank you so much for the 50-month resub. You also get a woo! Greatly appreciated. I'm pushing all the buttons. Oh, you're goddamn straight I am.
Oh no, here we go.
Unisheck.
There, push all the buttons. You happy?
Great. Love that.
Wonderful. It's time for your upcoming tournaments of the week, presented by the soon-to-be revamped noobcomma.com. Eventually, you'll go over there and do that. You know. On Thursday, June 27th, we have the North America Week 3 Open Series Final. On Saturday, June 29th and Sunday, June 30th, we have the Atlanta Major Qualifier for North America. And on Sunday, June 30th, we have the Atlanta Major Qualifier for Australia, New Zealand, Mexico, and EU as well. Again, for those who are unaware of how these work, they work out the following way. For North America and for EU, there are pool play spots up for grabs. Okay? There are pool play spots up for grabs. It's based on how well you place, and then there's also spots for how many points you have. Okay? Now, you may be asking yourself, well, what about Mexico and Australia, New Zealand? The winner of each of those qualifiers will earn travel coverage and open bracket play for their victory. Okay, so the pool play spots, that has not been a thing for this year. Especially for the Mexican region, it's a shitty situation because they've made it out of open every time. They've literally made it out of open all year. So we'll have to see if that continues. We're obviously rooting for the Australia, New Zealand region as well. Mindfreak have been on a tear in that region. They always have been. So hopefully they can cause a stir in Atlanta as well. I'm saying that expecting them to win their qualifier because that's, kind of feels like a given. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, hopefully, depending upon what happens next year, maybe something's looked into to change how they configure the pool play spots. We'll have to wait and see. And that's it for the upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombat.com. Check out noobcombat.com when that site eventually goes live once again. Scrim Tournament League recaps. Will, what do we got?
Yeah, we'll start off with last Thursday's North America results for the HCS Open Series. We had top 4 here. Actually, you know what? I'll just go through all these teams because they all played pretty well.
Do it up.
In 7th, 8th, we had Complexity with the Breaking Shot, Huss, Rain, and Ryan Noob combo. An Incognito, which, for those who don't know, that was Manny, Collect, King Nick, and Descendant. In 5th, 6th was Cloud9 and Native Gaming. In 4th place was Yellow Brick Road, which was a conglomerate of Eco, Renegade, Trippy, and Stellar. Basically, Splice plus Trippy. In third place was Pure, Cherished, Druck, Last Shot, and Tolic. Still curious about Druck's visa situation. But he's getting points if it does work out. You know?
I am so, dude, I literally was thinking about this today. Just a little insight here. I was up at 4 a.m. because I couldn't sleep last night. And so I was doing show notes at fucking 5 and like compiling everything. When I got to the teams that qualified for Thursday, right? Like filling out these results and whatnot. Yeah. And I see that Pure roster. I'm like, man, he is that one just outlier that sticks out in my head every fucking week. Like, I don't want to speculate because obviously we want him to compete, but it's like, what if, man?
Yeah, and he's a difference maker on any squad. He is,
absolutely. Like he's had consistent placings the whole time he's been able to compete on LAN. So, oh man, I don't know.
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see, Josh. We'll have to wait and see. Taking second place last Thursday was Sentinels. And then bringing home first was Shopify Rebellion in a 3-1 in the grand finals.
Congratulations, Shopify.
Yeah. Do we want to go back and forth again, Josh, or should I just keep rolling?
It's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
All right, you take Australia.
All right, I'll take Australia, New Zealand for the week 3 results, as a matter of fact. In 4th place, we have Z Legit Gaming, which was Joey Turk, Oh My God, I Rip You, and Elements. In 3rd place, we had Monza's Wolves, which is Crispy, Mr. Chaos, Monza, and Jerkin. In 2nd, we had D-Scope, and Chef, Pandora, Gom, Nerds, and Ningestics. And in 1st place, of course, we had... with Scoob Meister, Sways, Plasma, and Rice.
That 4th place team, all I could think of was like, oh my God, I rip you. That voice.
I bet that's exactly what they think too.
Wonderful.
I bet that's exactly what they think. What do we got for Mexico, Will?
Yeah, week 3 for Mexico. 4th place went to Cinta Negra. This is Ace, Rippin, Lunatics, Azirum, and Beastin. 3rd went to Fam Del Barrio. This was Dolan Season, Pink Secura, Negativity, and Sepsters. Coming in second place, we had My Little Ponies, which was Rorch, Goroloco, Strikey, and Noble. And first went to Alpha Esports, Lure, Magico, Drift, and Acid.
Very nice. For the EU region, in fourth place, we had Antia Max Win, which was Desire, Zove, Hi, I'm Ninja, and Ebby. In third place, we had Bonton, which was Sunriz, Moze, Bastos, and Millsy. In second place, we had Into the Breach, which was Jimbo, Mighties, Woodham, and Chick. And then in first place, we had Quadrant, which was SLG, Snipe Drone, Sika, and Glory. Quadrant have yet to lose.
Yeah, they've been dominating.
Yep, this was kind of like, and no offense to Into the Breach, but this was kind of expected. I think the thing that sticks out to me most is it was SLG. I think it was SLG on that Quadrant roster in London who said like, we think our ceiling is higher than when we had Legend. Now I don't know if he was just saying it to say it because it's like, you know, new team and everything, but regardless, and online is online. But they took top 6 at London. So they're the ones that have their guaranteed pool play spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's tough to say that their ceiling is higher when they haven't broken
that
top
ceiling.
4.
Yeah, they haven't broken that ceiling yet that they made at Arlington last year. So
yeah,
we'll have to wait and see.
All right. Next up, North America Day 1. So again, this is the tournament that took place on Sunday.
Yes.
Yesterday, because we record this on Mondays. So teams, I'm just losing my words here. Teams qualified for Thursday. Apparently you need to do vocal warm-ups, Josh.
Oh, yeah. I'll never forget that question. That was so funny.
Yeah.
Poor
so
naive
in the winner's
souls.
bracket. Yeah. Oh, my God. In the winner's bracket, we currently have FaZe versus Shopify. It's going to be, of course, Snakebite, Renegade, Royal 2, and Frosty against Mental, Suppress, Soul Snipe, and Cycle. I mean, we know what Suppress and Soul Snipe could do from previous Halo tournaments, whatever, but yeah. I'm really impressed with Mental and Cycle, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like what they're doing, I think they can just keep learning and they could be next up. You know what I mean? Like, Cycle, they're already there, right? Like top 4, but they could stars. They could be the next stars.
They very well could be. And Cycle is one of the best young talents in the game by far. Like, and I think you could see that immediately, not even like besides the Shopify roster. I think you could see it regardless, like where he started, you could see his talent was there. And then in terms of Mental, we're talking about a Gears champion, like countless times over. Like he knows what it takes to win in an esport, right? So like he brings that championship mentality to that team. And fuck it. No, it's a point that's been kind of sticking out in my head for a while now. Okay. Look back to the Native Red roster, right? Talik, Druk, Soul Snipe, and
Manny.
Yep. You look back at that roster, right? And yes, they got that third place at that world championship. Good for them. They never reached that height. They never reached anywhere near that height. They were a top 6 team for the rest of as they were together. So when Rostermania happened going into this year, right? And Soul Snipe, like one of the biggest breaks that happened, because we talked about it all the time on the show, Will, like when is it going to come? When is push going to come to shove here? And these teams that have been together for so long are going to potentially split and do something else. And when Soul Snipe decided to leave and he was picked up on the Shopify roster, I'm like, that move, that singular move stuck out to me personally as, and I'm going to sound like such a piece of shit. Okay. But hear me out. Like I'm just putting on my analytical pants for a second here. Okay. That move to Shopify for Soul Snipe, that to me, it felt like a championship move. That to me felt like, and again, this is nothing against any other player or any other team, but this to me felt like this is the next step up. Like I'm ready to take that next step up. I don't want to be top 6 anymore. Like that's what that move felt like for me. And he's thriving. The kid's fucking thriving. And I'm so like I said it before, I don't think they're there yet because I haven't seen it. But they have the talent to do it. And I'm just, when I saw that move for Soul Snipe, I'm like, oh man, that kid, he wants that shit.
Yeah.
He wants it
I mean,
bad.
I gotta say, I'm not ready to include them with the big three.
No.
While they are winning these online tournaments, they are showing immense skill. They still haven't won a major.
Correct.
And they're close. I think they're close.
Sure.
Right? But I want that next step to be taken.
Yep.
Before I can okay, we have a big four. I think they are built to beat SSG. But when they run into FaZe Optic, there might be some turbulence there. This last tournament that concluded on Thursday, the one they won, they were playing with a speed and pace that people just couldn't figure out.
Yep.
But I feel worried that if these teams like Optic or FaZe, who have such strong structure and setups, they might be able to outwit that fast pace. You know what I mean?
Yep. It's I've talked to you about my worry with them too. I feel the same way. It's I forgot the player that I was thinking about a while ago that you and I talked about, I think in private, but like there is a team or a player out there, and I'm not trying to sound like an asshole. Like I literally can't remember exactly who I was talking about, but I was worried about how aggressive they were and how it can absolutely bite you in the ass. And it's, I'm with you, Will. We talked about it before, is that I'm not ready to include them in the top three either. Like because you said it, Tools said it, you guys hit the nail on the head for me. They haven't won. And until they do, then they're still outside of it for me. Because like Renegade said it as well. It's like until a team can actually win, they're not the top three are top three because they can win. You look at those three rosters and you know they could win any given Sunday. Shopify, you may think they might be able to, but they just haven't done it yet. So I'm waiting for them to do so, and then I can include them in there. But they do have the skill. That Soul Snipe move was huge. I think I'm so happy for him. I'm so excited for that team. And yeah, man, fuck. They're really good.
Yeah. Spring asked, were the big three actually playing, or were they dicking around his Yellow Brick Road and such?
They were playing.
I mean, they were playing, but it's one of those things where when you bring these four members together that aren't on a team together, the team strats aren't there. They're just playing kind of matchmaking Halo, right? Calling out, doing what they can to help. But,
you
know, they don't have optics or SSG's rotations or things in place. They're just playing together to play, right?
Yeah, no, and I should clarify. I meant to say they're playing this week. Like they didn't play last week when Shopify won.
Right. So we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah. And I don't, like, Frank, guys, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Even if Shopify wins this Open Series, I don't care. Like, it doesn't prove anything to me.
It's got to be on LAN, right?
Yeah. It literally, that's where it matters. And they know that. Like, guys, if you go on Twitter, I know, fucking cesspool, but like, if you go on Twitter and you look at these players' tweets, they even joke about it. Like they call it like the fucking carnival or fucking festival shit. Like it's they know it's online. They know it's not that big of a fucking deal, especially for teams that already have their pool play spots solidified. I also want to just put a clarifying point on here too, Will, before you continue, and I apologize here. Fang Terror, I believe, reached out to us on Twitter and says, "Can you explain Yellow Brick Road in the next episode, aka this episode? Is that an established cross-team foursome, or do they switch out members? Why aren't those teams, FaZe, SSG, Optic, competing with full rosters for more practice? And how did this get started?" Don't think too much into it. Plain and simple. They got together. They played for a week. That was it. There literally isn't much else to look into. They have had a Yellow Brick Road team in the past, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Will, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Yeah, it's the fact that those main teams aren't playing together as their solidified teams in these opens. Their pool play spots are covered already. They don't need to play, but players still want to get reps in. So these players are stepping up, just like, hey, let's get together, run it for a week, and That's it.
Absolutely.
It's all you need to take from it is that these players want to play in a tournament setting and they're doing it.
Yep. There's no stakes for them or anything like that. Who fucking cares? And that's not to shit on your question. I thank you for asking the question, but yeah, you don't need to look into it any further than what it is. The reason why those teams, FaZe, Optic, and SSG, were not competing with full rosters for more practice, maybe players were on vacations. Maybe they just didn't want to. Like, they're not contractually obligated to play in the Opens if they already have their pool play spots solidified. It doesn't matter. So, like Will said, they got together for some funsies for that week, and that was that. And we have all of them competing this week, though. So take that for what you will.
Yeah. Speaking of, the next matchup we have on Thursday is going to be Space Station versus Optic, the one I'm most curious to watch right off the bat.
Sure.
If you don't remember, Space Station consists of
Eco, not Esco.
Eco, not Esco, as it was typed in the show notes.
Sorry. Fuck me.
Legend, Bound, and Stellar. And then your Optic Gaming Squad, Trippy, Formal, Lucid, Dead Zone, Zane.
Dead Zone.
Trippy, if you don't know, now you know.
Get in the zone. Dead Zone.
Oh, goddamn. And then loser bracket matchups.
Yes.
Or elimination bracket if you want to be official terms here.
Fuck off.
Pure versus something cool. Pure is your Talik, Druk, Cherish, Last Shot squad. And then something cool is Rami, Monster, Piggy, and King J. Other matchups here. Cloud9 versus Incognito. Cloud9 is Tusk, Sab, Spectre, Septify. Incognito, Descendant, King Nick, Manny, and Collect. We have Native versus Reversal Perfy. Gilkey, Barcode, APG, and Tapping Buttons now on Native. Reversal Perfy is Common, Mortally, Envor, and Super CC. I think it's a typo. Or autocorrect. Sentinels versus Complexity. Sentinels is Boobadooba, Lethal, Precision, and Falcated, and Complexity, Ryanoob, Rain, Huss, and Breaking Shot.
Did it say Encore instead of Envor?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens all the time. I'm sorry.
No, it's autocorrect. What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
And Josh, that graphic is not appearing correctly on my screen, so I don't know if you want to run through
I'll just
or just shout it out.
I'll quickly do it. Don't worry about it. Real quick, BC the Grace says, well, online matters. Just ask G1 and Kenny V. Yeah, fuck no. Also, Soy Choi Choi, thank you for the follow, by the way. Welcome to the live show.
Yes.
Did see your message, by the way, about Mental being sick with the snipe, and he absolutely is. That's the thing, too, is like, if people are going crazy for his triple kill on fucking Argyle, I'm like, did people miss the Forbidden game?
Oh, he was nasty in that too.
Yeah, did people fucking forget about that? This kid's been nasty with it. Like, he's just that good. Oh my God. Halt says 4 a.m. show notes are apparently not it. Hey, for what it's worth, that onboard encore thing, that happens every week. Like, that's not a 4 a.m., 5 a.m. thing. That's an every week thing. And yeah, the other one was my fuck up. I apologize. When does Origin join the mix? Anyone know? What do you mean, Dragar?
Origin the map, not sure.
Oh,
it's coming to matchmaking, potentially. What they said, summer for the new maps, right?
Part of me fucking thought he was talking about like Origin PC. Like, like an Origin PC is coming to pick up a Halo team, guys. I'm such an idiot. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired, dude. Holy shit. Yeah. Ranked. It goes into ranked this summer. So sometime this summer, no date's been officially announced. As to when it'll be, as to if and or will it be included in the competitive rotation, we don't know. Literally nothing's been said yet. So, Dionic, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Soy says, any word of who Gunplexion is playing with? I know he's raising funds for ATL. Ash, if you're still here, are you
want to know?
Yeah, are you able to see if Gunplexion's registered at all with a team? If not, it's okay.
I'm pretty sure he was. I just can't remember who off the.
There's Ash, look at that.
I know Gunplexion scrimmed a buddies of mine's team.
Ooh.
Like a couple days ago. So he is playing. He's scrimming. I would assume he's working towards Atlanta. and would be playing in the Open/qualifier.
Riz said that he was playing in the Open with Hunter and Straight Sick. So whether or not that continues, who knows? What did you ask? Oh, I was wondering if you might be able to check and see if Gunplexion has signed up with the team on start for Atlanta. And if not, that's okay. I'm just asking because usually you're the fucking you're the guru on that shit. Not yet? Okay.
Not yet.
There you go. But let's talk about Ash's graphic here for just a second. These are points heading into Thursday. And again, the link is included in the Google Doc of the show to the show if you want to check that out. But there are 5 teams that are currently vying for pool play. And point differentials are pretty close for two groups of teams here. So Cloud9 and Pure have pretty fucking close in points. Cloud9 is 25,000 and change, and Pure is 23,000 and change. So again, this is why this is such a big deal to me, Will. Because Pure is right there, right? They have a real shot at getting a pool play spot. They have Druck on their team. The qualifier is this weekend.
Yeah.
I don't want to speculate, but it's just in the back of my head, and it's going to be in the back of my head until something's fucking announced for Atlanta.
Right. It would really suck for that team to qualify for Atlanta with Druck on the squad.
Yep.
He's not able to get in, and then they have to play with their coach or drop to open bracket again. It's just unfortunate for the team, the players around him. And he should be able to compete. He's got the skill, like we just talked about before.
Absolutely.
It's just shitty. It's a shitty situation for everyone involved. You know what?
It absolutely is.
So
yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one. But the other two teams that are fighting for pools here that are very close in points, we have Incognito, which is 19,000 points and change, and Native Gaming, which is 18,000 points and change. So very close teams here in terms of points. Thursday is going to be a big deal, but what's going to be the biggest deal is going to be the qualifier this weekend.
100%.
So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. This is where these teams, these teams that are fighting for these pool play spots, they don't have to quote unquote worry about the top 4 being included here. So they don't have to face those teams in the qualifier. It's going to be the teams that you see, the teams that we just talked about. Those are going to be the big ones heading into the weekend. So they have to leave it all on the line. And then the other team that Ash has pointed out here for potential Atlanta open bracket would be Complexity. They're sitting at 15,000 points and change. They're basically right at 16,000. But then again, Reversal Perfy's kind of hot up on their tail a little bit too. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see there. So yeah, that's all I got.
All right.
But all the links that we talked about, all the VODs, all the brackets, everything's included in the show notes. ! Show notes in the chat. That link works now. So don't worry. I updated it. And that's that. I don't have a topic, but instead, let's get into some regular news. Kind of flying through the show here, Will. And we're going to keep flying through because I'm not going to read through this article, which is the Dig Site Deep Dive. This is in terms of cut content from, I believe it's Halo 1 and 2. So it is a it's a very good read. I'm just not going to take the time to do it on the show because we're a competitive focus show. But please feel free to read through that. It's a good time. Get your insight into things that were cut, things that were worked on, so on and so forth. It's a good time. Go check it out. That's it for the regular news. You know what? I don't have it in the show notes, but fuck it. I'm just going to say it anyway. It's time for Gunner Games to Watch.
Yep.
The Rocker are fucking awful. Did you see the tweet from like the guy who like is just a big memer online, but like he's been following the Rockers since its inception, basically. And he put out like just straight statistical facts about how bad they are.
Yeah, I did see that tweet.
Yeah, and it didn't, like, obviously I joke on the show all the time about them and whatnot because we want them to do better. It's just they're so far gone that it's like, what the fuck are we doing? That when I saw that tweet, and of course I don't fucking have it here because I'm an idiot, but when I saw that tweet and I read through that, Will, it put things even more in perspective for me about how bad they are.
Wasn't it like during the first like 4 months or something, we had only won like 5 maps total?
Yep.
Like, oh.
Yeah. I think we've won 11 maps total. I think that's what it was.
Yeah. 11 maps the whole year.
Yeah. Guys, that maps, not series. We didn't win 11 series throughout the entire year. We won 11 maps.
Sad.
That's it for Caught Another Games Watch. It's time for Will's Adventures with the Nailovers and other games too. Will, what did you happen to play over the last week?
Oh, still been playing some Infinite, playing freaking Husky Raid for career points. I think I jumped in for a firefight with you one night.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I should probably put that down. Yeah. What are you? Okay, this is like my weekly check-in with you. Where are you at right now in terms of career rank?
I am Onyx Captain Grade 1.
We're getting there.
Yeah, I am the captain now. And
oh, fuck you. Oh my god.
So yeah, it's moving along. Onyx Captain Grade 1 is 100k XP to get to the next level. And then I'm sure it'll be like 150, then 175 to get through Captain. And then it's just like Halo 5. It grows and keeps growing.
It's just shit.
And yeah, I've been running into a lot of the same players now, which is getting weird to me. But I think it has to do with the tuning they're doing.
Okay.
So I'm curious if other people have been experiencing that as well. I'm like constantly seeing the same players show up in my matchmaking experience. And that's not just like in one session. It's like day to day. Like Joey and I have been playing ranked doubles together.
Yeah.
I'm constantly going up against someone named I Run Your ISP. Constantly. He just shows up every day.
Does he run your ISP?
No, we shit on that dude, but
anyway. Better be careful.
I know he's gonna cut out my ISP. Yep. God damn it!
You gotta let him win one.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. No, I'm being overly aggressive for matchmaking Halo.
It's okay.
And so yeah, ranked doubles have been fine. I hate that Banished Narrows is in ranked doubles. Too big of a map. Sight lines everywhere. Should not exist in ranked doubles. I'm fine with the Guardian remake. Okay. Granted, you could do a lot of stupid stuff on that map in doubles with all the routes there are.
Yeah, because it's not a 1-to-1 remake.
No, there's a lot of opened areas that were never opened before.
Yeah, and they added areas that never existed before too.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But if I could ask for one thing, it would be for Banished Narrows to be taken out of ranked doubles right now.
I respect that. No, you're not wrong. Like, the problem is that a lot of these maps were specifically designed for 4v4 play. And when you just insert them into a playlist that is not 4v4 centric, sometimes, a lot of the time, it just doesn't work.
I can appreciate that they at least took rockets off of bottom middle.
That's a positive,
doubles,
yeah.
But there's still 2 snipes. There's only 4 bullets, so you can combine them for 8 if you get both.
Yeah,
but
you just have to hold down a fucking lane then.
Yeah, it's literally like if you have someone top mid and then someone back in your base, you can spawn them on that open, like the non-lift side.
Yep.
And if that person back in your base on that side has the snipe, you can just snipe spawners.
Yeah, that sounds like
you can lock it down.
That sounds like just bullshit. To be
so
honest.
yeah. That would be my ask, is for Banished Narrows to be taken out of ranked doubles, please. But it's not up to me. And they'll probably never change it. So it is what it is. What else? We ran some 8s, some random 8s that have been popping up, getting people together. I didn't include it in the shoutouts because it's been multiple nights, a lot of people cycling through, and I didn't write anything down. So I'm sorry.
Hold on one second, Will.
Yeah.
Bovler, I apologize for mispronouncing your name, says, did they open tickets for Atlanta? Team passes, yes. Spectator tickets, no. Also, will booze be offered for GA? Worlds last year was lame. Beer and wine offered for VIP tickets. We don't know.
It depends on the venue itself and what they offer.
Correct. Correct. So we simply don't know yet. I don't think anybody knows that yet, unfortunately. But what we can confirm right now, as of recording and as of being live and talking to you, that spectator tickets, unfucking fortunately, are not available yet. But as we talked about earlier, Div, in a reply to somebody on Twitter, did say that news should be happening this week in terms of when spectator tickets are going to be available. So literally just, stay tuned to Twitter. Make sure you're following HCS. That's going to be the best way to go right now. Yeah.
Riz brings up a good point. I just want to shout this out. If you guys are in the Pro Talk Discord and you are interested in running 8s when we get them going, there is a looking for team channel, and under that says LFT roles, which you can assign an 8s role. So when we ping for 8s, you will be notified in the LFT channels.
Also, I don't know what's been going on. I've been seeing the
error messages.
Yeah, so I looked into that a little bit. I did update permissions for the bots that are in the channel, so hopefully that's mitigated. If it is not mitigated, then there is one other option that we have that we can use for troubleshooting. But I did see those come in, so hopefully those don't happen anymore. Dart says, can we get a gamertag channel added in that grouping? I think, I probably removed it.
There used to be one.
Yeah, it wasn't being heavily utilized, so I think I got rid of it. But yeah, I can, I'll re-add one for you, Dart. I'll add it within that looking for team dealio. Yeah, I'll make sure that gets added. You can test it. Riz, but here's the thing. I know you were not having issues yesterday. Or I should ask, were you having issues? Because I saw that you were able to create voice channels. I was wondering if it was others that were not able to. Yeah, John, that's why I removed it, because nobody was using it. So no issues. All right. Well, again, if anything happens, please let me know. We're talking about fucking technical issues in our Discord server, but
yeah.
But yeah, if any issues arise and I see those errors pop up, I have another way we can troubleshoot. So, but literally, I will add a gamertags channel right now. I'll do it fucking live.
Doing it live.
Do it live. There we go.
Yeah, and I got to give a shout out. I don't know if I did before, but Dart built a spreadsheet for 8s.
Oh, for the CSR?
For the CSR. It literally...
Shout out, Dart.
All you have to do is enter the gamer tag, current CSR, peak CSR, and then there's a drop-down menu for team selectors, so you just put in the gamer tags, and then it literally builds every single team combo and chooses the least variance in CSR to make the teams. It's
shout out Dart, dude.
Insane. I love it. And it looks like he might be adding a way for gamer tags to be imported from a Google form. So they fill out the Google form so it's like, I asked a couple of people and like, well, I don't feel comfortable giving out my CSR in front of everybody.
Sure.
So if there's a way for them just to fill out the form, be entered in the H spreadsheet, and they're just there, and that way we don't have to worry about, people not wanting to give out CSR. That's great. That's fine.
It's almost like having that feature to hide your stuff on Halo Data Hive was a good idea. I just hate people who gave him shit for that. I'm like, guys, It's a feature you don't have to use. Just don't use it if you don't want to use it. Personally, I don't use it, but it's there.
For me personally, what I tried to look up people's Halo trackers and data hives
Sure.
to get them on the spreadsheet so I don't have to ask openly.
Right. But just the fact
when they
that
show
like
up, but
they're able to, if they can do it anonymously, you know, it's good for them.
Yes. 100%.
But yeah, shout out to Dart. Fucking legend. Lumberquack with the 2-month resub. You get a woo! Thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back.
Thank you.
You're amazing, Lumber. Thank you so much. All right.
But anyway, back to Will's adventures. I played some Destiny 2.
You don't say.
I did the weekly story stuff with Failsafe.
Yes.
And then I've been trying to grind some power level, but I've just been locked into Halo so much that I know I need to spend some more time on Destiny and get up to the 2000 power level. I had a drop come in at like 1985. So I know I'm climbing.
You're getting there.
I'm getting there. I haven't looked anything up. What's the powerful cap? Is it
1990?
1990. Okay.
Yep. 1990 is powerful.
Pinnacles.
Yep. 1990 is powerful. 2000's pinnacle.
Yeah. I ran a lot of Crucible for some reason.
I don't envy you. I can't do it, man.
Okay. So last week they had momentum control.
Yes.
Which is nice because weapons do more damage. So it's not like it takes forever to kill someone.
Sure.
So it was more of like the strategic, like almost like search and destroy. You know, you block, you hold down an area, you get a couple kills, then you move.
Sure.
But yeah, played some momentum control. There's also a playlist on the bottom left, like the experimental playlist, basically for Destiny. Mm-hmm. That if you played 3 matches in, you got a powerful reward. So I just did those for the rewards. I didn't feel like grinding strikes or Gambit or anything like that. So I played Crucible.
I completely understand.
Yeah. And the nice thing is about that is it's not like you have to do a certain amount of damage or get a certain amount of kills. It's literally just play the game. I can run around and be an idiot if I want to and still get progress.
Isn't that pretty nice? You know? Yeah. Playing the game how you want to an extent.
To an extent.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, I also played Infinite to an extent because you're right. We did play Firefight for a little bit because I just wanted to get my weeklies done so I could get my pass to the 20th tier or whatever. So I completed that. So that's good to go. That's really all I played for that. I will say, Match Composer, love it because now I can literally just set it to be Gruntpocalypse the entire time. Yeah. Which is wonderful because it, believe it or not, like it does cut down in how long the game is because if you literally just get headshots the whole time, they're grunts. They die immediately. Yeah. So dead. So that's awesome. Shout out Match Composer. And then, yeah, I've been playing some Destiny as well. And by playing some, I mean a lot. The last thing that I'm currently like actually working on is just getting the Microcosm, which is the exotic heavy trace rifle. And yeah, I hit powerful caps now, just going for pinnacles. I hit over 2,000 with the artifact power. So I'm chilling. I'm chilling right now.
Nice.
Yeah. And then eventually we'll need to get raids going and blah, 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 all that fun stuff. So it'll be a good time.
I still need to do the, it's like the seasonal activity, the one where you have to go down through the crack in the floor of the thing. And it's like 2,000 power level.
I haven't done that either yet.
Yeah. That's what I need to grind up for.
Yep. I've watched.
And that's got a lot of like raid mechanics in it too, doesn't it?
It has a few.
Yeah.
It has a few. It's nothing too crazy, but it's mainly the time mechanic again.
Yeah.
Like it's all based on a timer.
Like there's like the number thing you have to figure out. Is that in there?
I don't remember.
Yeah, anyway.
Who knows? But I've watched some runs of it and I think you get a decent amount of like red borders and shit out of there, so Destiny's great. Play Destiny, guys. It's fucking fun. Yeah, that's all I play too.
All right.
I should say I've dibble-dabbled in some other things, but nothing's really scratched the itch. So it's literally just been Destiny a lot of the time. So, well, I think with that, let's get into some shoutouts. Happy belated birthday to Mr. David Walshy Walsh. Some may say my brother, or my twin. I don't see it, but others apparently do. So there's that. So shout out to Walsh. Happy belated birthday to you. Will, and this is not to shit on David, but he turned 40.
Yeah.
Like
he makes us feel old. Is that what you're saying?
That, and like, A, he doesn't look like he's 40, and B, no. it's crazy. Like when he put it out there, I'm like, oh shit. Like, it feels like I had a moment of Kevin Hart and Don Cheadle, where like I think it was Don Cheadle that was like said how old he was or whatever, and then Kevin Hart just like was like, oh damn. And Don Cheadle looked at him like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like that was my reaction when I saw that tweet. I'm like, oh shit, 40? Oh my God. Like I say, he doesn't look 40 at all. Like he looks younger than that. So good for him. Time catches up to you, man. It's crazy. It doesn't stop.
It does.
It's time.
Be ready, all you youngins out there.
Yeah, fucking get ready. Your body's gonna hurt in more ways than you could ever imagine. Riz says, congrats, Josh. You're now 40 years old. Don't. My body from the yard work that I did over the weekend, my body feels like I'm fucking 80. Like oh my God. My daughter jumped on me today. I felt like I was gonna break in half. It felt awful. So I don't recommend it. Aging, fuck that. Stop doing it. Oh my God. Shout out to everyone who followed and subbed during the live show today. We have hot milk. Wonderful. Zero Dog and Adriel. I'm mispronouncing these. I apologize. Soy Choi and Dionic. Thank you guys for the follows. Greatly appreciated. And then Beth with the 50-month resub and Lumberquack with the 2-month resub. You both get a woo! Thank you so much. Super nice, as always. And then shout out to everyone who's a patron at the semi-pro and higher tiers. That includes Hardy, Class, Bart, Blackout, Barnaby Jones, Remedy, Boots, Head, Honcho, Watsy, Dakota, Christian D, Pancakes, Ashley, Voodoo Man, Rasta Monkey Jr., Ricky Der, Snag, Raider, Hater, Peanut, Bud, One, Swole, Daddy Phantom, Riznak, Sarders, Hobby, Dan, Mr. Smiley, I Take Redneck, Goalie, Cyber, the only name ever rainfall to land on our board.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Did it again, baby. Thank you so much for the extra support over on the Patreon. Community creations, Halo memes every day. Red.com/r/Halo memes. Go check it out. FaZe's top sniper from it's Frosty by Tide Leader. Go check that video out. We have a mini montage by Women of Halo. Shout out Women of Halo wearing the shirt right now, the Oddball shirt. Go buy it on their storefront. Straight Rippin' Wallpapers by Straight Rippin'. You can get wallpapers for your phone. Go check that out if you're interested. And then we have an update for Aimbots V2 by Scoob Meister. And this is what he says. He added multiple skill jumps within the arena space, each being almost one-to-one copies. The jumps include key door to sandbags on live fire, mud to tower on live fire, and bridge to tower 2 on recharge. And added new pillar obstacles, aka jiggle peaks. So go check that out if you want to get some practice in. It's a good time. And Will, that's all I got. I'm exhausted. I need to pack for my fucking trip tomorrow. So if you wouldn't mind, plug in the fucking show.
Wow. And only an hour in and I'm plugging already.
And there you go. Plug it, dude. Plug it, daddy. Plug me in, daddy.
Here we go. Patreon, we have one of those. If you want to show us some extra support, we do extra audio video show over the month.
Oh shit, hold
Go
on.
check it out. Patreon.com/HCS Pro Talk, all one word. And as always, you can find us on your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk. We're on iTunes, Podbean, and Spotify. Leave us a review and let others know about the show. We're also on Josh's favorite
Pocket Cast, not an ad.
If you want to find any of our social sites, find our link tree. It's below the stream. It's on our Twitter. And that includes links to all the areas you need to be. Discord, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and even our merch. You want to buy some shit.
Buy our shit.
Or don't.
Buy it, bitch. Will call you daddy if you buy it.
Oh no! Don't start that. We're gonna start getting because they're gonna send messages through the store being like,
"Will never called me daddy. Well, I want a refund. Fuck you."
It's not happening.
All right, sorry guys, I tried. My bad.
And if you go to hcsprotalk.com, it actually sends you to haloevolve.co.
Your home for Halo.
Go check out the fine folks over at Podcast Evolved and their fantastic shows such as Podcast Evolved, Mission Debrief, Halo TV Plus, Book Club, Builders Blocks, Halo Headlines, and Halo Gear Guide. They're all there. Go check them out. And our site is hosted there now too.
Do it up.
And it has been for a while. I don't know why I'm saying now because it's been. You know what I mean?
It's been.
It's there. It's been. Anyway. That's all I got, Josh.
Wonderful. Love that. I don't know what's coming. Well, actually, no, I do know what's coming on next week's episode because next week's episode is going to be the results of not only week number 3 for the Open Series for North America, but also the Atlanta Qualifiers. We will know at that point who is going to be in pool play. So, I don't want to make an assumption. I don't know if the pool graphic will be out by the time we do the show next week, because maybe there's a delay or whatnot. I don't know. But we should know who's going to be in pools by the end of next week for the start of our show next week. Should be a good time. And yeah, that's all I got. I don't have anything else to share. I'm fucking tired. I need a pack. And there's that. Ladies and gentlemen. I was going to say boys and girls, but younger folks should not be listening or watching this because there's adult language being used. So, or if you let them watch or listen, fuck it. You know? You do you.
As long as they know that you use the words in the right places.
That's right. There are many different ways to use the word fuck. Trust me, I've used it a lot of times on this show in multiple different contexts in multiple different ways. It's my favorite word.
There's a YouTube video about it. Go check it out.
It's a great YouTube video too. Will, someone said hi to you in the chat.
Hi, Ronan. Every week. Every day.
Oh my God. Oh, I want to give a big shout out to Ronan, as a matter of fact, as we head out for the night here. I mean this. I want to give a very special shout out to Ronan. That man comes up with some of the most creative names, period, within our Discord server. Now, he doesn't just change it once a day, twice a day. Sometimes he changes it 3, 4, maybe 5 times a day. They're all
changed today.
They're all, yeah, they have. It has. It's changed at least once today. Yeah, Halt says, my Sharonin was, it might be that right now, but it was earlier. I know that for a fact. That was a great one. Yeah, shout out Ronan. I genuinely mean that. Like, it's brought a smile to my face every fucking day. Like, every single time I see his name changed, it puts a smile on my face. Like, he did one, My Chemical Ronin instead of My Chemical Romance, which made me light up with excitement. He did one for Gerard Way as well. He did one for fucking Oppenheimer. The man is on fire. He's killed it every fucking time. So, and yeah, we all changed our names too to just go in on the meme. It was a fun time. So shout out Ronan. Keep the names coming. I love them. I look forward to it every day. It's genuinely a highlight. Brings a smile to my face. So shout out to you. And very much looking forward to the next ones, whatever they may be. So there you go. That's all I got. With that, that's going to do it for episode 345. We'll be back next week to talk about, I don't fucking know. We'll talk about the results of the qualifiers. We'll talk about who's going to be in pools for Atlanta. It's going to be great. And man, almost only a month away for the next major. Big implications coming up. Short show tonight? Yeah, it was a short show. But you know what? I'm actually appreciative of it. Because like I said, we're tired. Will and I got shit to deal with. So, oh man. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your week. We'll be back next week. Watch some Halo this week. Watch the North American Finals for Week 3 on Thursday. Watch the qualifiers for all the regions this weekend. It's going to be great. You know what? I don't think I've ever, maybe I've said this before, but, take some time for yourself. Most of us are adults. We got a lot of shit that we're dealing with inside life, outside the show, work, home life, whatever it may be. We all got shit to deal with. Take some time for yourself. Whether that be watching your favorite show, catching a movie in the theater, playing a video game, maybe it is just family time, whatever it is, take some time for yourself, enjoy it. And we'll be back next week to talk about some more competitive Halo. I'm jumbling over my words. That's all I got. Will, have a great night. Chat, have a great night. Audio listeners, have a great night. Fuck me. We'll be back next week, but until then, I need to click a button again. I'm going to click Mind Freak because fuck you, that's why. See you next week, but until then, bye-bye!